Good day, students! Welcome back to our online learning discussion, and we are now on our week 4. This is Miss Michelle Joy, your social studies teacher for grade 7, 8, and 9 students, bilingual program of Sarasas PTA School. Let's proceed to our online discussion now. So our subject is social studies, and our topics for this week are the following: A. Samudaya, B. Niroda, C. Maga, D. Meditation, and letter E. Meditation practice. So before we proceed to our online learning discussion, I would like to read to you the 10 words to learn that we will be encountering in our next slides. Now, class, you can repeat after me so you can practice your reading skills. And after reading, you can check your dictionaries if you cannot understand these words, or you can Google them for your better understanding of our topics. Letter A, suffering. Letter B, desire. Letter C, karma. Letter D, elimination. Letter E, nourishment. Letter F, restless. Letter G, tranquil. Letter H, core. Letter I, suitable. And letter J, awareness. So class, our first topic for our online learning week 4 is about Samudaya. So Samudaya is one of the 4 noble truths. Okay, and it is the second noble truth out of 4. Now, what is Samudaya? So let's read. Samudaya, it is the cause of suffering or the desire. Though it is not possible to completely suppress our desire, we must be able to control it. That's right. What goes around comes around means people are bound to receive results of what they have done. Karma could be achieved within 3 aspects: physically, verbally, and mentally. Now, let's go back to the meaning of samudaya. It is the cause of suffering or desire. So, meaning class, we suffer because we desire something. We wanted more. We are not contented on what we have. So, samudaya makes us realize that we can only stop our suffering if we stop our desire, if we control our desire, if we are contented on what we have, if we do not ask for what we cannot have. That is samudaya. Now, class, I'm sure you know the very famous saying, what goes around comes around. It means to say, if you do good things to other people, good things will come to you. And if you do bad things to other people, bad things will, of course, come to you. So if you want something good that will happen to you, you have to do something good as well. So this is what you call karma. So karma could be achieved within 3 aspects. It could be physically, it could be verbally or spoken. If you say bad thing to other people, of course, other people will say bad thing to you. If you hurt other people physically, of course, they will hurt you. Okay, but if you give them love, they will give you love. And then, karma also can be achieved through mentally or emotionally. That is samudaya. Our second topic for this week is about Niroda. So let's know about Niroda. So class, let me just remind you that Niroda is the 3rd noble truth out of 4 noble truths. So Niroda, it means suffering. The elimination of suffering is nothing but to keep the mind at rest. It is like mental nourishment. The mind is restless because of desire. In Buddhism, 3 levels of benefits are set as a guideline for people to satisfy their desire and meanwhile develop their mind further. So, Niroda, it means suffering. We suffer. And in this 3rd noble truth, it is the elimination or taking away suffering in your life. We have to keep our mind at rest. We have to control our mind from the desires that we can never achieve. It is like mental nourishment. We have to practice our mind We have to control our mind that there are things that we cannot have, and we have to accept that fact. Okay, so the mind is restless, or our mind is tired because of so many things that we wanted to have. So enable for us to achieve, to eliminate suffering, we have to set guidelines to satisfy our desire. And these guidelines will help us control our desire, will help us to be contented and happy with what we have. So class, our next topic is the last four noble truth is about MAGA. What is MAGA, class? It is the way to end suffering. This talks about how to train our mind to be tranquil, not to be slave of desire, and it talks about the Noble Eightfold Path, which lead us to overcome our desire and achieve the extinction of suffering. Now, class, when we say MAGA, it is the way to end suffering. How are we going to end our suffering? So, in Buddhism, we have the Noble Eightfold Path that will lead us to be away from suffering, to stop our suffering, to stop our uncontrollable desires. And this Noble Eightfold Path will help us achieve it. What are the Eightfold Path? So let's read. Number 1, right thought. Number 2, right intent. Number 3, right speech. Number 4, right action. Number 5, right livelihood. Number 6, right effort. Number 7, right mindfulness. And number 8, right concentration. Now, I am going to discuss to you one by one briefly so you will understand what are the Noble Eightfold Path. So number 1, right thought. It means believe in the nature of existence as suffering and in the Four Noble Truths. We have to believe that there is suffering and we have to stop it. We have to control it. It's not suffering that will control us, but we have to control our suffering by eliminating our uncontrollable desires. Number 2 means right intent, incline towards goodness and kindness. Right speech, avoid telling lies and avoid talking about other people's lives. Right action, don't steal from or harm others. Do not get something that is not yours, okay? Next, right livelihood, reject work that hurts others or do not work illegal work, okay? You should be working legally. Next, right effort, prevent evil and do good. Because as I have told you, when you do good things will come to you. And when you do bad things will come to you. Now, right mindfulness, control your feelings and thoughts. Okay, especially when you are angry, you better not say anything that you will regret after. Okay, because you cannot take it back. Whatever you say, you cannot take it back. And the last one is right concentration. Practice proper meditation because meditation help your mind to be at rest. So these are the Noble Eightfold Path that will lead us to stop suffering. So class, now that we are finished with our discussion about the Four Noble Truths, let's go and discuss about meditation. What is meditation and why meditation in Buddhism is very important? Actually, class, it's not only important in Buddhism, but it's also important to a lot of people, whether you are Buddhist or not. So, what is meditation? So, meditation, it is considered the core practice in Buddhism. It is a technique of mind training which allows humans better to focus the mind, to be aware of the desire arising, and to be able to eliminate and control it. It should be practiced not only for religious reasons, it is helpful in all kinds of work, as I am telling you. During meditation, you maintain a balance of mindfulness. It is worth spending time practicing meditation. Regular train, the power of your mind will become stronger and greater. So, class, our last topic is practicing meditation. So, why is meditation important? Why do we have to practice it? Why do we have to do it? As I have told you, meditation is very important, especially for people who wanted to achieve inner peace. So, practicing meditation could be done anytime in a suitable, quiet place, especially with background music that is very relaxing. 5 to 15 minutes per day is a good start for the beginners. And everyday practice is highly recommended. Why highly recommended? So, in doing meditation, we have health benefits for people who do meditation. So, what are these benefits? So, meditation helps with anxiety, asthma, cancer, chronic pain, depression, heart disease, high blood pressure, irritable bowel syndrome, sleep problems, tension, headaches, and a lot more. So class, if you never done meditation before, you please stop doing things that are not important like playing games and start doing meditation. 5 to 15 minutes a day will not do you any bad, will not do you any harm. But instead, it will give you inner peace. You will achieve relaxation and you will feel good and you will feel relaxed. So please do meditation because I'm sure, especially this time, you have a lot of time to do this.
For thousands of years, people have practiced meditation for spiritual, emotional, and physical well being. But from a scientific perspective, how exactly does meditating affect your body? Does it really do anything? It all starts in the brain. During meditation, brain scans see increased activity in regions directly correlated with decreased anxiety and depression, along with increased pain tolerance. The default mode network, in particular, is activated when one's mind is at rest and not focusing on the outside world, and has been found to improve memory, self-awareness, and goal setting. Want to be more caring to your friends and family? When scientists compared the brains of Buddhist monks to new meditators, they found the region of the brain associated with empathy to be much more pronounced in the monks. It also literally changes your brain waves, and we can measure these frequencies. Meditators have higher levels of alpha waves, which have been shown to reduce feelings of negative mood, tension, sadness, and anger. And if that wasn't enough, it also physically changes our brain shape and size. Studies found that after 8 weeks of a meditation program, gray matter was more dense in areas associated with learning, memory processing, and emotion regulation. And yet the amygdala, which deals with stress, blood pressure, and fear, had decreased gray matter. When we look at the entire body, not only do we see decreased blood pressure, but it can also increase the variability of your heart rate. And while this may sound harmful, it actually plays a critical role in properly transporting oxygen and carbon dioxide throughout your body. Think you're getting sick? In a study where both meditators and non-meditators were given the flu virus, meditators were able to produce a greater number of antibodies and had increased immune function. If we go a little deeper, we can even see changes on a cellular level. Your chromosomes have protective protein complexes called telomeres, which help reduce damage to your DNA and lower cell death. And a shortened telomere length has been linked to several diseases such as cardiovascular disease, diabetes, Alzheimer's, and cancer. Amazingly, when cancer survivors completed a meditation program, their bodies showed significant increases in telomere length. It's believed that psychological intervention, particularly decreasing stress, has a direct effect on the enzyme telomerase, which has been shown to counteract shortening by adding DNA to the shrinking telomeres. Of course, meditation is not a substitute for other medical advice or a healthy lifestyle. We don't want you leaving this video thinking it will cure cancer. But much like hitting the gym can grow your muscles and increase your overall health, it seems that meditation may be a way of working out your brain with extra health benefits. And since your brain controls, well, all of you, why not relax and say, every once in a while? And if you
So class, we now come to the end of our online learning discussion for week 4, and I hope you did understand about the 4 noble truths. So it's time for you to do an activity. I'm giving you activity every week for our online learning discussion because I want to know if you can understand our topic. So activity number 4, please answer the following questions. I only have 2 questions and I'm sure you know the answer if you have paid attention to our online learning discussion a while ago. So number 1, what are the 4 noble truths? Number 2, what are the noble eightfold paths? Good luck, class. I hope you understand our topic, and I'll see you again next week. Goodbye. So class, we are done with our week 4 online learning discussion, and I hope that you did understand our topic for this week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving your 15 minutes for our online learning week 4, and I'll see you next week. Bye everyone.